Hi everyone, so I haven't got an actual channel message today. I just wanted to connect in. There's been a lot of things going on in my life and shifting and things happening, and also I've had to do other parts of my work, and I've been doing a lot of preparation and recreating workshops and stuff. So just wanted to catch up with my own group. So we are, as we know, we're shifting into the frequency. The earth is re-establishing itself. You know, everyone's talking about that. But the main thing is how we're feeling, and also how the mind is now responding. Because people that know me, that have worked with me one-to-one or through the workshops, we put a lot of emphasis on the emotional charge, because the emotional charge is actually what holds the human being back. And we are here to transform the emotional body and ancestral line and to awaken to the soul. These are the main agendas. But what's happening now is the mind is freaking out, because the mental energy is being polarized against itself, because the feminine is rebirthing itself. As we know, we are now halfway through the third year of the initial, shall we say, foundation of this energy grounding itself on the planet. And we've talked about the chaos, the rebirth, but if you can see through the rebirth, the chaos, we understand that there's excitement, there's joy, there's a freedom coming. But you have to be clear emotionally and mentally to establish that frequency, or to bring it to the body. Again, it's working on the magnetic. So if you're still feeling very heavy, depressed, down, despair, all these emotions that are not being dealt with properly, what's going to happen, instead of joining the new earth frequency and aligning with it at this level, you're going to be pulled back down into human consciousness. Now, I'm going to guesstimate a percentage here. I would say 95% of the population is still unconscious. There's a very small amount, because even the people in the New Age movement haven't got a clue what they're talking about. And unfortunately, they're still stuck in the old earth sort of terminology. And also the conspiracy theories, yes, and Spirit said the conspiracy theories, yes, most of them are real, but it's how you take in a conspiracy theory or the information, because what happens unconsciously is it draws in your own fear and pain that you haven't processed through your multidimensionality, or not so much multidimensionality, interdimensionality, which is all your earth timelines or your earth lifetimes. So shall we say, the ones that do this are very aware of this space, and they're very aware of how they can magnetically draw you back into the fear paradigm. So again, it's really making sure that we are clear on an emotional level, but more importantly, the ancient trauma has been given space to move through the human body in the present moment without blockage, without restriction, without that denial or that rejection of the soul energy. Now, in order for us to do that, we have to come into a very humbled space. But the main thing right now, and this happened to me probably about 2 months ago, I was getting all these negative thoughts coming back, and I think, where the hell's all this coming from? And it was ancient trauma coming up. And I had to sit there for 7 days and reprogram my neural pathways. And I had this thumping in my third eye, and I could feel my brain shifting. And because the energy was there at the time, and I said, do you know what, I've had enough of this, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And it was within that, I'm done with it. It sort of split that consciousness, and then I was able to reprogram. So the point is that you need to get to a point where you've just had enough and say, right, I'm not doing this anymore. And you need to feel it, and it's with that gusto, it's with that flare of energy that comes within you. Say, no more, I'm done. And you have to shift it, because the mind is fickle. We always say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to change my beliefs, I'm going to work on this. But it's all talk. It's not backed up with truth and feeling. So you have to get to that place of despair and loneliness and say, do you know what, I'm not feeling this anymore. And that gives you the shift and change and consciousness to move forward. So the reason I'm doing this call today, or this video, is to just acknowledge what I'm teaching at the moment. I've just put an official new neural pathway route programming together. I've just sent it out to all my alignment modality practitioners and everyone that I work with, but I'm offering this to the public because everyone on the planet is going through this. And so if you want this procedure, just email me. I'm going to put an email on and I'll send it to you. It's not a problem. that's fine. So basically I've got the alignment modality, which is the full part. I'm not going to speak about it a lot because all the information is on my website, but just briefly, the alignment modality is a 4-part channeled modality from spirit. It's done over 18 months. Each module leads to the next. You have to have an integration period of at least 2.5, 3 months between each module for the energy to process and transform. But this is designed to take you from a conditioned human being to an awakened human being. This is working through all levels of our consciousness. Spirit come in and do all of this work. So actually you're only aware of a percentage of what's going on when you're on the workshop, and it's very live with them, and we do a lot of channeling. But really it's about process of clearing the mind, clearing all the shadow energy, and I'm talking about not just shadow within ourselves, our own denial, our own fear, our own anger, resentment, all the rest of it. I'm talking about ancient shadow consciousness that's been placed around the human being that's actually restricting us from awakening ourselves. And then we introduce you live with spirit. You can have your own frequency or alignment, shall we say, and a unique marriage and union with spirit. And we take you through that process. But we do a lot of activations, a lot similar like you would have like a Reiki activation. So this is to align all of the bodies, aligning to stellar consciousness. We give you a whole new set of symbols to work with. Meditations, we bring in universal laws, so we really bridge science with the shall we say esoteric. So it marries that union, so you understand the process, and we get you to use your imagination and bring that frequency through. And then the 4th part is your complete divine connection to the non-physical, which is, we don't put that down in words, but it's a very unique experience because it's subjective. So there's no way to sort of describe it. Everyone has their own experience. So that's the alignment modality. All the information's on the website. We're doing quarterly upgrades now, which was only offered to alignment modality practitioners because there was obviously a certain level of healing that needed to transpire. But at the moment now, Spirit is saying just give it to everyone because everyone needs it, because there's so much going on in the subconscious at the moment. The last 3 months especially, there's so much energy shifting and people are freaking out. Disease and illness is tripling. The cancer's gone crazy up to another level because people are still in denial of their emotional body. That's what's triggering the cancer. It's that feeling of being disconnected from self, true self, inner self. So we've got the quality upgrades. That changes, but it works on the brain, it works on the meridians, it works on frequency. Every quarter it's different. So you just need to check the website, and it will explain, you know, when the next one is. The next one's actually in July, and then it'll explain what you get, and obviously Spirit come in right in that moment and mix things up always. They always mix things up and bring something new through anyway. But it's just a guideline, but you will feel the profundity of that healing. And then I've done 2 e-learning courses as well. So we've got an e-learning course, which is basically conscious living. It derives from the live teachings of the alignment modality. It's just stuff you can do in your own time. MP3s, MP4s, workbook, tools and tips. It's a great way to sort of navigate your own path. And then you obviously have the option to come on the workshops at any time. So there's parts of the workshop placed into the e-learning. And like I said, you do it in your own time. Take your time doing it. It gives you the frequency, it gives you the connection. So you will heal if your intention is there, even if you're not doing it live with us. And so, yeah, like I said, there's plenty there to work with and get you started on that journey of self-inquiry. And then the other e-learning course is the Planet Range. Now, this is one of my favorites because even when I channeled this, it was very powerful. It was just, I don't know, I can't explain the feeling, but it was just this sort of connection to the planets and the grandiosity of these celestial beings and what they bring through. Now, every day we're being affected by the planets. We all know this in astrology. But the messages that came through, I thought were quite unique. And when you connect in, even if you're doing it at any time, as soon as you connect in through the frequency of the MP3, because it's a channeled live healing and meditation, as soon as you connect, you will feel that frequency come through you. And then you obviously have a written message as well. So you understand why you're connecting with the planet, but also then everything changes. It's not set. So depending on where you're at in your life right now, or when you do the live channeling or healing with that planet, it's going to affect you in the present moment for what you need as well. So yes, there's a stationary system placed there. There's information, but also you will evolve with your own unique experience in that moment. So they're great, and we go through all the planets in our solar system. So they're the main things that are offering at the moment. And obviously we have the one-to-one healings. You can contact me anytime for that. And we have packages as well. So, and that's really about coaching, mentoring, getting you into that place and working, directly with me, one-to-one. All right, guys. So I will be coming with some more channel videos, and I will explain why I've been off for a while a bit later. And then we'll go from there. But it's lovely to see everyone again and talk to everyone. So thank you. And check out the website, and I will post the videos connected to this as well on Facebook, and the links as well. But also just come on the website. All the information is on the website if you're interested. All right, guys, thank you so much. Speak to you soon.